I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm starting to get real tired. So this might be my last voiced segment, at least for this particular recording session. I'm gonna keep recording probably. However, it will be no commentary, so it's just gonna be silent gameplay. I will endeavor to like edit out loading screens and stuff, but that's about it. Otherwise, you're just gonna see a bunch of this. Bunch of fellow order people. Oh, blowback. That's right. This is yeah.
Something's wrong. It's too
That's a good sound.
for the order of this place.
Too quiet? Do you hear the alarm, my guy?
Chantry's greatest defense is its secrecy. Without that protection, all may be lost.
Why are the alarms sounding? Lightbringer! Thank the six you're here. I was out on the beach and I heard alarms. Something terrible must be happening.
The Pale Tree warned us that Zaitan's forces would attack the Order. It seems the Risen got here first and triggered the Chantry's defenses.
If the Preceptors are still inside, then they're trapped. The Dragon's minions are single-minded. They won't stop until everyone inside is dead.
We have to get in there. Demi, can you find the override?
I'll do my best.
Demi.
I'll turn off the
But
security
yeah, I'm starting to get a little more quiet because I don't really have that much
Tybalt
left to
taught me
say.
well about thwarting these
I said my
systems.
piece
Let
in
me
the
try
first
again.
episode.
Restarting systems. Power cycling.
So now I'm just kind of absorbing the story, trying to
System
learn who all these characters are. I remember Traherne, I remember
This'll fix it.
Kaith,
Or
I remember
it'll fix us.
Zoja, but I was playing through the expansions and then like Timey
Should do
pops
it.
up. I'm like,
Let's
who the
go.
fuck is this? And then that kept happening to all the other characters. Like I don't remember Rentlock at all. I vaguely remember Rox and Braum. Like I only know through dialogue that Braum is Air's son.
Stay close to
But
me.
we haven't met him yet on this character. I'm like, when do we meet Braum? Like, what the hell?
This will shield my eyes. Feel something red.
It's like when I came back after my 8-year hiatus and bought all the expansions, I went immediately into like Heart of Thorns. And you've got a whole team of NPCs that like talk to you with reverence, and like you got a commander rank, which you do get in the main core storyline, but it introduces characters within like the living story stuff that I have no memory of. I remember playing through the Battle of Lion's Arch because I have all like the titles. I've got some of the cosmetics,
Almost unfathomable.
but I don't recall who any of the characters really were.
Yes.
I remember Scarlet
Try the
Briar
door to
because
the
I
inner
did the
annex.
whole meta events with all the players. I remember all that, but I'm just lacking a lot of context now.
The door's not working. Sealed from the far side, perhaps.
Sounds reasonable. Hey, this locking mechanism was built by Tybalt. He probably put an override password.
Apples.
Any idea what he'd use?
He was big into apples.
The portal's one way for safety.
I
Only
knew
the
it.
Preceptors can open it from the far side. Once through, we
I
won't
didn't
be
even-
able
I
to come
didn't have
back
to
until we find them.
Wiki that at all. I just knew he was big into apples.
The Orions have tunneled in through the walls.
We have to rally everyone together and make a stand. Hurry!
Yeah, this outfit probably would have looked real good with a gold and red motif.
Time to do some real damage.
Damn good to see you. Quickly, we're needed in the main.
I think I might change her outfit into. I might change this into black. I'm gonna change this outfit. The dyes, at least, not the outfit itself. The outfit itself is beautiful. I love this look. It's very her. So I'm not gonna change the outfit. But I might go for a dye rehaul. That's gonna be a little bit later. I'm not gonna do that on camera because I'll be doing that for 10 minutes.
Time to do some real damage.
I've got a lot of dyes and I'm very meticulous.
We need to gather them all.
Give you an idea of all the dyes I have available. By hue. Yeah, look at all this. I got a lot.
Replenishing.
Come on, shoot him. There you go. Death. Good.
Time to do some real damage.
Well done.
Time to do some real damage.
Oh, I was supposed to be doing something. I thought that was wave based. What up, girl?
Rally at the center of the annex. We need to know who's still alive.
We thought we'd be safe in the annex. The portal was sealed, the corridor defenses activated, but the Orions burrowed through the walls.
There must be some way to seal the tunnels so that the undead can't reach the chantry.
That's not how burrowing
Or some
works.
way
They
to
can just
escape.
dig through everything.
Impossible. We're trapped in here. Prepare for your final...
No, Halvora, there is a way. During the Chantry's construction, the Master of Whispers planted explosives in the island's foundation. A safeguard. If the Chantry were seized by our enemies, it would be destroyed. To ensure secrecy, the Preceptors were not told, though each Master of Whispers did pass the information on to their successor.
But if you know about it, Real, that means you're...
Yes, Lightbringer. I am the Master of Whispers. We must alter the device to detonate only the explosives in the Orient tunnels, not those beneath this chamber. Lightbringer, this task falls to you. The rest of us will defend you, if need be, with our lives. Do not fail.
Yes, Master. It will be done.
Hold them off as long as we can. Activate the device as soon as you're ready.
More Orients. To arms! Protect the Master of Whispers.
Alright, I'm waiting for the objectives to happen.
This is
Okay.
incredibly advanced. I've never seen anything like it.
Okay, my mini-map is completely useless. There we go.
Stand together, fight together.
Oh, hi. Hi there. Friend? Foe? Alright. You're dead now.
Almost there. Almost there.
Let me clear the room for y'all. You're welcome.
Destroy the order.
Nope, that's not what I want at all.
Did it work? Are we safe?
The tunnels are collapsed.
Watch out! Something must have been close to the surface when the explosion occurred. It's breaking through.
Stand together, fight together.
Boss! Oh, that's it? Yeah, boy!
Friends and companions, the day is ours. The Chantry is safe. We defeated these abominations because we fight as one. It's a proud day for the Order.
You're right, Master. Traherne and I spoke with the Pale Tree. She said, with unity, many impossible things can be achieved. The Order of Whispers can't fight Zaitan alone. We may have the resources, but we don't have the knowledge, and we don't have the army. The other orders of Tyria are making futile plans to retake Claw Island. They will fail unless we aid them.
Speak one word and the Priory scholars won't shut up for days. The Vigil's even worse. Those thickwits can barely form complete sentences.
You're wrong, Dawn. They're different, yes, but both have their own ways of fighting Zaitan. They could be our allies.
There are risks, but if you're sure the others will cooperate, it could benefit us. I trust you, Lightbringer, and I trust Traherne. Some years ago, he and I worked together to defeat my predecessor, who had been corrupted by the dragons. Since then, Traherne has kept my identity a secret. Go to the others. Set up a meeting.
The whole Traherne thing
The Order of
confuses me a
Whispers is
little bit
stepping out of the
because
shadows
when you first
and
meet him,
wishes
he
to
talks
collaborate.
about that he was a scholar
Thank you,
who's just
Master.
been hanging
I'll
out
do everything I can.
reading for years. But he knew all of like the
I've done
internal
nothing to stop the devastation.
stuff
Am I at
between
fault?
like the previous pact. I have all these skins unlocked. And now it's being revealed that he's been really in the thick of things, but it's like during Claw Island, he was like, "Oh, I'm not a fighter, whatever." Like, I don't get it, man. What is that? Fast travel to faraway locations. I'm diving in here because I think there's a merchant that has weapon skins. I just don't know where. Creator, no. Or not? Oh, here's the armor. Okay. Oh, that looks pretty cool. That doesn't. That looks pretty silly, actually. So I think I have all of the... Yeah, I have all the medium stuff unlocked. Which looks like the thing you've been seeing already. Like, I don't like it. Like, what's the shoulder connecting to? What does the hood connect to? Oh, like I don't like it at all. I like the hood itself. It looks good with other stuff, but all right, where's the weapons? That's the armor. Lightbringer, Lightbringer, Lightbringer. There's our girl. Nope. Equipment guide.
Always a pleasure.
There's you. Weapon. So we're just gonna look at the weapons themselves. That looks goofy. Okay, so I already have the gray sword. 'Cause that's pretty. I like that a lot. Harpoon. I know I have that unlocked already. Okay, so I probably got everything that I care about. So what are we doing? What are we doing? Retribution! Alright, so this color combination suits what this character would probably actually wear. Somebody who like blends into a evening sky a little bit more as she does illicit nighttime activities. The purple is a sort of part of her storyline where she's kind of withholding shadow magic and trying to keep a hold on it. And that's much of her plot line, is keeping a lot of that potentially secret while just kind of dealing with it. That was her plot in World of Warcraft, and that's to a lesser extent her Elder Scrolls Online variant, although her ESO version of her is a lot more open with it. Like, yeah, I'm like a shadow beast and it's great and I'm very powerful, and but in other versions of her she's trying to keep a lid on it because it could drive her crazy. Like, literally, not like, oh, my mom's insane, but no, so, like I might flip out and turn into a tentacle monster and kill you and everybody you know. Like that kind of problem. And I think the clean white look didn't look right for that.
Wonderful. I see we're off to a running start. The Order of Whispers needs allies, not infants.
While these people talk, I'm gonna refill my drink.
Enough bickering, all of you. Our real enemy lurks across the waves. Zaitan's servants march at the gates of Lion's Arch. We must band together, or we will all be destroyed.
When I joined my order, I swore to fight Zaitan. I will die for Tyria if I must. However, I believe that together we can win. The Vigil has shown tremendous courage in the fight against the dragons. This alliance will require courage as well. Why back down now? The Order of Whispers has seen nations rise and fall. You cannot hide from this threat. You need to make a stand. And who knows more about the dragons than the Priory? Just think of how much there is to learn. Where else but in Ore?
By the worlds of eternal alchemy, you're bold. But you're correct. Knowledge is useless if it is not used. We shall aid you.
I wonder if this is where we get promoted.
The Order of Whispers has worked for generations to bring nations together. We can do no less now. Our blades are yours.
The Vigil fears nothing, not even ill-tempered, undisciplined louts like these two. We'll join, but I insist there's a decent hierarchy. Who will lead this compact?
Logic dictates that it cannot be a member of any of our orders, lest one be seen as above the other two. Quite a conundrum.
I've already considered that. Traherne, you've never joined an order, yet they all respect you. You've studied ore all your life. Will you lead us?
I never wanted to be a soldier. I'm only a seeker of truth. But, yes, I will lead this pack to the gates of Ara, and together, we will see Zaitan destroyed. First, to Claw Island. Let us send our defiant message straight into the heart of Ore. Tyria stands as one. All my life, I've watched Ore, studied it, researched the abominations that Zaitan spawns. I have avoided the challenge.
This coloration's a little more brown than I expected, and not just because of the lighting here, but actually.
Not yet ready. I did not think Ore could be cleansed. I feared failure, but you're right. It is time to act. We'll either cleanse the land.
Not just because of the sepia tone that this place has, but in that conversation cutscene as well. I think we could go a little grayer. It looked good, I will say. I dig the like bronzy look of the metal parts, but that's not quite what I'm looking for. Okay, now this has. Oh, see, it looks good here. Yeah, maybe it was just the lighting in that area. Whee! Alright, so this is a whole ass thing right here. Not quite the end game, it's just approaching it. Okay, my effective level is still 60, so. I can't see.
Our company is complete. Now that we're assembled, we can begin the briefing.
Marshal Traherne, sir. I'm Efoot, liaison for the Vigil troops. The Lion Guard are clearing some road, but the inner courtyard gate is blocked.
My Priory explorers brought a biomantic siege capacitor, Marshal. Our top mystics have been working on it for some time. It could be useful.
I've heard of that device. Whisper's agent stole a copy of the blueprints, but we couldn't figure out your bizarre telemetry. There's a working prototype?
Of course. Nothing's beyond the Priory's intelligence. Unfortunately, it's a portable model, so it lacks the power to blast through a fortified gate.
What if we amplified this capacitor in some way?
Clever. The signal towers use magical panels to increase brightness. If we reversed the panel's direction and adjusted the enchantment, we could amplify the beam.
Is everyone just
It's
a
improvised,
tech
off the
genius in
cuff
this
and
game?
madcap. But you know, it just might work. Still, there are far too many undead between here and the signal tower.
Leave that part to me. The Vigil may not understand your boo-boo matic wheeze calculator, but we know plenty about killing undead.
Then we have a plan. Commander Efoot, move out. Your crusaders can guide the way.
Agent Zod, get that device up to us.
Oh.
We need that barricade down.
Is this what I think it is? How did you compress all those angles? Just plug it in. I'm on my way, Preceptor.
He's the one I'm escorting around, I think. Oh, hi. We have a party. Alright, I hope that wall was really strategically important for you to run into.
Time to do some real damage.
Let's make it more obvious that this guy's really important. It's Okay, I'm not gonna shit on the story the whole time. I'm really just recording the story for my own like documentation, so I can remember who the hell anybody is. That was really the goal here. Started playing the expansion. I was like, "Who are all of you people?"
I can outrun a centaur.
That was close.
Because apparently Timey gets introduced in one of the Living World seasons. I'd never seen her before, but she's everywhere in the expansions. All the way well into End of Dragons. She even ages up a little bit because, interesting point of order, right here, I can't see my cursor, but it tells you what year everything's taking place in. Living World Season 1 year later. Season 2, another year after that. So that's 2 years of events happening right there. Because presumably this whole arc that I'm doing right now, it takes months to get through. Yes, give me more veterans to test my rotations on.
Time to do some real damage.
Here's the panel. I have to reverse it, resource cell the amplification, and attach the capacitor.
Reverse the polarity.
Just keep them off me.
See, this would have been like, this would have been a great spot for turrets, and I love the way turrets feel, but I don't know what it is. They just do like no damage, or I didn't at the time. And also, turrets have this like radial like cone, where like the turrets, they'll stay up almost indefinitely. They don't really have like a time limit for how active they are, but if you go far away enough, they'll despawn. But they'll stick around for an entire boss fight until they're destroyed by AoEs and stuff. But they don't move like certain ones don't. They can't do a full 360. Like the flame turret has like a 240-degree angle that it can shoot at. So if the enemy chases you down or does moves at all, they'll lose their angle. The little basic shooty turret is the same way. Like it only has a certain angle. So it's like it's not as effective as just going like full power mechanist or grenade builds are really popular, I think. The drawback is you have to like aim every single grenade skill. But apparently it's very high damage and a shit ton of conditions. If you like, I can definitely see a grenade build with a condition, like the Viper stat combo with condition damage. They could probably be really strong. But turrets are just kind of like, yeah, they exist. Like, none of the elite specializations are really designed with turrets in mind at all. So turrets are just kind of like flavor for the engineer class, which is just a shame. Because they're cool. Like, it feels so good to drop 3 turrets around and just let them shoot stuff, but they just did no damage. But now I've got a basically giant, massive mobile turret, so there's that.
Well done.
It just doesn't look like a turret.
What about the courtyard, Marshal? That big dragon thing will be on us the minute we charge in there.
We need to retake the ramparts and deploy siege weapons. Then we can cover the sky while we clear the courtyard.
I can help there. Priory alchemists have crafted special ammunition to weaken champions like that one. We can force that monster to the ground.
Once you get it down, we'll get it dead. Put your trust in Vigil Steel.
But yeah, there's a lot of missions where you're supposed to like hunker down and just face waves off, and that's when like the turret build just feels really good. But man, it takes a while to kill anything with it. Oh, I'm escorting another person, aren't I? Whoops, I sure am. Let's have a little fun. Let's see how dual pistols perform.
I'll coordinate and command from here. Go with Winnet and we take the siege point.
I wish I could dye weapons because I would do the same like black purple motif.
Replenishing.
Alright, still not bad, still not bad. I'm pretty sure my mech is doing some of the heavy lifting and damage, but that's fine.
Knowledge is power. Work to do here.
I had a dialogue choice, but it went away.
Hurts, doesn't it? I feel good.
You know, yeah, it's not doing as much. Yeah. I did say in that video that we weren't going to see a lot of those. Also, something about the engineers, like, you can't switch weapons in combat like you can with other classes, and I don't know why. I don't know if that's a specific trait that does that. That's a question I'm going to have to ask the Discord.
Time to do some real damage.
This mission feels good. Like, say whatever you want about the writing, the gameplay's pretty solid. And you can play through most of it solo if you want. The expansions are a little more difficult, but it can be done if you like build right.
Time to do some
So I like about it, like once you get gear, it just turns into a basic like shooter. This is a shooter. I'm just shooting. Oh, I didn't fully take the other one. Whoops. Whoops, did not pay attention. I thought I was done there. That thing is coming for us, I think. No, it's not. Whoop-dee! Oh, my brain thought when I rezzed this person that they were just gonna, like, take the point. I don't know. That's fine. We're gonna get it done.
We've taken control of the siege points. Now we must join the fray. Forward!
Clear the courtyard. Push back the risen horde.
Why am I on pistols? I didn't switch. Oh my god. Alright, whatever.
replenishing.
Oh, I think it has less range too, so I just completely wasted a volley there. I haven't used my boy's ult. Let's find a veteran to shoot at. There we go, there's one. I guess that dragon's not supposed to be present yet. There he is, up there. Yeah, it's just a glitch.
Prepare yourselves, troops. Wait for the dragon to come around, then make a coordinated strike. On my order. Wait for it.
Time to do some real damage.
Bring it!
Fire! Stay out of its reach. It's calling for the dead to rise.
Oh, come on.
Drops are falling from its wings. Don't let them surprise.
Attacking enemy targets.
We're going an actual boss fight. Love to see it. This is basically an indication of how map metas kind of go. Oh, it's so ugly. Oh, I didn't get feared. Oh, yep, there it is. Never mind. Almost made it.
Here, we draw the line. Here, and no further.
Yeah, boy!
We did it. We recaptured Claw Island, and in so doing, saved Lion's Arch as well. I do not know what lies ahead of us, my friend, but for the first time, I have hope that this alliance can save Tyria from the dragons. Hope for the future. Hope for all.
A victor is us.
Now go get some rest. We've got a lot of work ahead of us.
Victory, for now. Will it last? Those other orders. Trust them?
And that is the first time these orders have, like, ever worked together, and it actually worked out pretty well for them.
Are we really going to make an alliance?
What was that technique you used back there? You
There's a
realize
soft
this
spot
map
under the
only
rib
has
cage.
a 1 in
You didn't know?
1,000.
I do now.
20 chances.
Well done.
See, now they're being nice to each other. It's pretty cool. It's a little weird, though. I'll take a moment to talk about an earlier thing. I was playing my Azura character through her personal story. And around chapter 2 or 3, I think, it's one of those. With help from my order. Okay, so it's probably... yeah, somewhere around chapter 2, or maybe in between, even. You meet with representatives of the 3 orders, and they're actually kind of civil. Like, they do throw those barbs. Like, the Vigil are just idiot jarheads. The Priory are just cowards that just hide in books, and the Order of Whispers are untrustworthy spies. They throw those at each other. But part of choosing an order and their style of work, you get like 3 different branching decisions on where you're going to take a mission. And you can only choose 2 out of the 3 during those to get, so it kind of spreads out, and 2 of the order representatives will present an idea, and then the 3rd one will step out and be like, alright, those 2 sound good, we'll just be over here when you need us. It's like they have worked together, you know, they just kind of work together through you, but I guess this marks like the first time where they are actually like fully unified, so that's what happened here.
Knowledge is the greatest treasure.
Yeah, they were just happy that, yeah. Oh, I should not have jumped down from that. I should have... Ugh. That gentleman is up here.
This is a momentous day. The tide of history has changed, Traherne.
Indeed. Many people doubted. Even the Orders weren't truly certain it could be done. Never before has Tyria been so united. Let Orr hear the echo of this battle. We can defeat the dragons. We will.
Zaitan waits at the center of Orr, surrounded by a nation of undead. The battle to destroy the dragon will not be easy, but it can be won.
There is a ruined fortress at the edge of Orr, south of the Shattercleft Hills. From that high cliff, you can see the spires of Orr rising beyond the Straits of Devastation. We will take this fort and make it our own. The Pact will rebuild it. We will place our banners, and from there we will strike at the dragon's heart. I will make plans with the leaders of the Orders and gather troops at that location. You deserve some well-earned rest, my friend. Join me when you are ready, and together, we will find a way to slay Zaitan.
Dorn, Wynet, and Ifut. Alright. Fort Trinity. Alright, we in a certain way, we're actually kind of almost done. I believe, if, again, this is an 8-year-old memory, but I believe the final stretch of a couple of missions take you through the entire, world of Orr. Which, again, I continue to be confused as to why I have most of it explored on this character. Like, what was I doing? But, there's not that much left. So we're still forming the pact. Find Traherne at the camp, which is over here for some reason. Alright, that's a bit far from... This is Fort Trinity right here. But in story-wise, it's being constructed like right now. But anyway, I need a break. I need a drink refill. I need bathroom break, etc. So, we'll keep going. We're not that far from the main story core endgame. But as you're probably noticing, the battles are a little bit more severe now, so no more... Oh, hey. Contested. Okay. I guess there's an event happening. Yeah. Anyway,